What's up everybody? Welcome back to Make It Kustom. In this video, I'm gonna answer some frequently asked questions about the shop, about Japhands, about things that you guys wanna know. I feel like I need to address the name Japhands. I've had a couple comments saying that it could be a little bit racy, that kind of thing, and what's going on in the shop. Why aren't we doing more build videos? Why am I not on Christina's Cadillac? Why is the Zephyr not been started? That's what's happening right now. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first one I want to get out of the way, because I know everybody's asking, is why do you call your shop Japhands Kustoms? What does Japhands mean? Where did that come from? Well, here's the truth. I'm half Japanese. My mom was born in Tokyo. We had a lot of family that was born right here in British Columbia, and during the war, you know, had to go back to Japan, came back here. Anyway, I'm half Japanese. Japhands is a nickname that my brother gave me because I could get my hands into a spot. I think it was just this one time. We were working on a car together and I seem to recall a dash or something. I was trying to get a nut off. I don't know if we were taking out a steering column or doing whatever, but he's having trouble. I was like, let me get at it, and I somehow got it off. My hands are not small, but I somehow, you know, have that finger dexterity. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You ever undone a nut like that? Yeah, that's right, Japhands. So there you go, that's what it is. Call it racist or don't, whatever, it is what it is. Japhands Kustoms, that's where it came from, now you know. Next thing that I want to get into is the shop situation. A lot of you guys don't know, I did kind of go over this on Instagram a few months ago, but we rent a shop on a property here. It's not industrial. We're not zoned to be an automotive shop. There's a lot of people in this neighborhood, in this lower mainland in BC that kind of do the same thing, mostly because it is extremely, extremely expensive here. If you're in the States, I mean, depending on where you are, maybe it's expensive as well, but we'll just put it this way. For industrial space, if it's 2,000 square feet, this right here is 3,000 square feet, and I rent it for an affordable amount of money. But let me just say that if I had to rent the same shop with the same yard space in a industrial property, I would be spending about $5,000 a month. And that's not at all attainable for us. I did have an employee for a little while, a couple of different employees, one at a time, and that helped, but we were just struggling to pay the bills. And to be honest, there are not that many people in this neighborhood, in this area, that I can hire to do this kind of work. It's very specialty. There are a lot of shops doing this kind of work, and it's just, long story short, it's not feasible for us to have an industrial shop when it's just me and my wife. Thankfully, YouTube is kind of working for us a little bit, and I can see a lot of potential in that because there's such a great community of you guys watching that we believe that this could be our future. So we are trying to kind of pivot the shop into a little bit different scenario than me just working on customer cars by the hour and struggling. So thank you everybody for watching, and that's kind of the lowdown on that. So right now, what had happened is that we were complained by, I'm not sure who it was, if it was a neighbor, if it was, you know, whoever, but we got city complaints that we were running a business here, and they came and shut us down. It was terrible. I was having a weekend chop class, the first one. I was very excited about it. We had people traveling for it. It was something that I really wanted to do. That 3-window coupe that I sold to Rust Valley, if you just saw that video, that car was the car I bought to chop with a group of guys here in the shop and teach a chop class. Hours before these guys showed up, the city came in for basically a surprise inspection and shut us down. My hands were tied, there's nothing I could do. I felt absolutely horrible, but everybody was very understanding. I gave everybody's money back, and we had to move on from it. So we haven't had the best of luck being where we're at now. We had 2 great years here, you know, working late nights and you know, Friday nights when my friends would come by. It was kind of our shop hangout, and it was awesome. And then all of a sudden we had this complaint, and then 2 back-to-back noise complaints, which we had never had before in many years. So I'm not close to any other houses around here. It's just too bad that we have to move. But I'm not looking for sympathy. This is, you know, I knew what I was doing renting a shop here. I knew it was a risk, and it plays out how it plays out. So everything you know, one thing leads to the next, and our next step is to find a spot where we can obtain a proper business license to do that kind of work, and we can just move on from all of that. So what we did in the meantime was we shut down the shop. If you Google Japhands Kustoms, we're temporarily closed, and we just focused on YouTube. And that's why we are, you know, so committed to YouTube, is that we believe that it could be part of our future, and it could open a couple of doors for us, and create a better life for me and Christina. That's kind of that. So the other kind of issue or hurdle or speed bump that we're working with right now is that since COVID has happened, whatever has happened to our real estate market, it has boomed here a lot. Like, put that in perspective, we're not homeowners, and we would like to be. We pay our taxes. We are approved to purchase something, but a 2-bedroom tear-down house on a small property, 6,000 square foot property. We're talking not even a quarter acre, like an eighth of an acre or so. I think an eighth of an acre is 5,000. But anyway, that where we're at costs about $1 million. I'm not kidding. That's real talk. Also, rental prices have gone up. To add insult to injury, industrial real estate prices have also skyrocketed. So we're not buying anything. We're looking to lease or rent or whatever we can do. It's become quite a challenge. There are no industrial properties for rent that are this size. We've looked at a couple that got snapped up right away. It seems like the only way that we can find a place to move to is to get it before it even comes on the market. I know that sounds crazy. Like houses are selling for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 grand above asking where we are right now. It's ludicrous. The only way for us to get into the market is to move away from the area of British Columbia where all our friends and family are, and the area where we love. So we are gonna find a place to rent that is, you know, maybe a house and a shop on a property that we are allowed to get a business license for because we live there. The only reason why I can't get a business license for this shop is because I don't live on the property. I commute almost an hour each way every day to come to this shop because it's such a good deal. But our time is ending here. That's what's happening. So we're looking currently for our next location. A lot of things have changed in the shop. That's why I'm not working on customer cars. That's why I'm not working on Christina's car. We are kind of scrambling a little bit and working on this pivot into, you know, YouTube, selling the planishing hammers, that kind of thing. I'd like to do metal classes in the future, like metalworking classes, like I was saying before with the chop class. That's all part of our pivot. Rather than doing customer cars where I would hope to have a crew of people to help me, I don't think that's feasible, nor is it something that I really want to pursue. I would much rather create content, build tools, and hopefully teach some basic metalworking classes to make ends meet. That would make Christina and I very happy, and I do see that that is definitely something that we can do in the future. So right now, we actually just got back from looking at a property that we are pretty excited about. It does meet our needs, and we are hoping that all that comes together in the near future, in the next couple of months. So as of right now, things are getting a little bit back to normal in the shop, calm before the storm, so to speak. Before we do make a move, we are gonna get back on Christina's car a little bit and continue to make videos for you guys, but that is kind of the whole situation. So you asked, I'm telling you, this is kind of where we're at. So we appreciate everybody watching, and we appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You guys got nothing but nice things to say. I know guys are commenting on who's giving the thumbs down. Don't even worry about that shit. It's to be expected. You can't expect everybody to love what you're doing, you know? So I love all the feedback, good, bad, right or wrong. I think it's all part of the journey, right? Thank you everybody for watching, asking questions, commenting. That helps our algorithm, as well as it helps me know what you guys like, what you guys want, and that's what I'm here for. I'd like to create content for you. So any suggestions that you guys have, questions, comments, that sort of thing, it's all appreciated. Feedback, good, bad, right or wrong, like I said, we love it all. Christina too. We're gonna get onto some more projects together and hopefully keep creating content for you guys. So thanks everybody for watching Make It Kustom. Don't forget to like, click subscribe, hit notifications, and we'll be here. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.